Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Patrice and xTOOL sent me their infrared laser module, which is good for engraving all types of metal, leather, and even plastic. So today we are going to unbox that and I am going to test it out because I have to, and I've been searching all over my house looking for some metal that I can engrave and I couldn't find anything except my iPad. So today we are going to test this out and see if it will engrave my iPad. Let's get started. So today we are going to be unboxing the xTOOL 1064, the infrared module. So the package only comes with 2 items inside. Of course, we have the laser module, and this is a lot larger than the module that comes with the xTOOL, whether it's the 10 watt or the 20 watt. And this particular module is a 2 watt. It is only for engraving, and that is our focus lever. And here is our plug, our power cord. So first, we need to remove the original laser module. Make sure that your machine is off and unplugged, and go ahead and just screw the lever or the knob on the side. That is usually the knob that helps you to tighten and loosen your laser module. Go ahead and loosen that up so you can slide that module out. Now lift it out, and then you want to kind of push that up. There's like a little clasp here that you just lift up, and then lift it up, and then you pull it out. And here is the other module that we'll be using, and we are going to pretty much place it the same way. And this is going to go right here. And make sure it's pushed down. You want that clasp to go. There we go. And then we are just going to place this through that spot. And then we are going to apply it, place it right back here. Now we are then going to go ahead and tighten this up for a little bit so that it's not really scraping. Right, so now our infrared laser aperture is attached to our xTOOL. Alright, so that's pretty much it. All we need to do now is unplug the original plug and input the one that came with this module. This is very important. Make sure you use the correct power source when switching your modules. But y'all, this was so easy. I guess this is like the easiest part of doing this, is switching out this laser module. There was nothing major involved. We just had to remove and replace. And so now we're going to get ready to just plug up the infrared module, and we are ready to test this out. Now we're inside of xTOOL's creative space, and I totally love this way more than LaserBox. You might disagree, but I love this new software, and this is just a few of the different projects that are inside of this software that you can use once you have your xTOOL. So now I'm just going to connect the device, and we will be connecting it via Wi-Fi. You can connect this via Wi-Fi or USB, which makes it ideal in case anything is happening. I just went through tropical storm weather, and I was still able to get things done even without or with limited Wi-Fi. Of course, you always want to make sure that you update your firmware, and sometimes the system does not remind you, but I noticed in Creative Space it does remind me. So here is the file that we're going to be using today, something very quick and simple, and I am just resizing it so that it can fit onto the iPad as I want it to. And you want to make sure that you switch your image to what you need it to do, and we are going to be engraving. Remember, with this module you will only be engraving, and so they have some set materials and settings in here, and so we're going to test this out with the stainless steel that they have to see whether or not it works. And now I'm going to just click process, and once you do process, you need to frame it to make sure that it's going to engrave in the correct area. So let's do that and head to the xTOOL. Okay, so with the D1, this is the most important part, framing. And so what framing does is it just outlines the area where your material will be cut, or in our case today, engraved. So you want to make sure it's exactly where you want it to be. Also, make sure you have on protective eyewear whenever you're using this machine, as well as do this in a ventilated area, or make sure that you have an air filter attached, but this needs to be done in a very, very well ventilated area. Now, as you all see, we are not engraving anything onto this iPad, and so with the system settings, I realized that this might not be correct for my material. So I did a few upgrades. I increased the power and also the speed. I lowered the speed to 4 and increased the power to 100%. I could have increased the speed a lot more because it took maybe about 62 minutes, like an hour and a few minutes, to get this done. Nonetheless, it did eventually work correctly for us, and we were able to engrave our image on here. So with this particular machine, it's very important to continue testing as you are completing your different projects, and just test out different materials so that you know the proper settings to use for those materials for the next time. So we're done engraving our first project with our new module, and y'all, this looks really good. You do want to make sure you test out your settings, but look, it looks really good, and there is no soot or anything left on my alcohol wipe, which is pretty impressive. I'm like literally trying to scrape off soot and there is nothing there, but this looks great. I'm very pleased. Okay, y'all, so we are all done with unboxing xTOOL's 1064 nm infrared laser module, and we were able to get it up and running. We simply just had to detach the old module and input this one into the machine, and honestly, it engraved beautifully. Once we were able to get those settings set up correctly inside of Creative Space, it worked beautifully. The settings that come with Creative Space, or the suggested settings, did not necessarily work for this particular stainless steel, so you do want to test it out. So with this, I'm pretty happy with it. I like how it turned out, and even without an air assist, I did not have a lot of soot on our iPad. Now, do you want to get this as a standalone? Only if your business is focused around engraving metal or jewelry or anything like that, then okay, then maybe you just need that. But honestly, you need both this particular module and the one that comes with the machine, whether it's the 10 watt or the 20 watt, because this only engraves. So this is just an added or add-on to your current xTOOL laser module. Currently, xTOOL has a discount going on, about 10% off of your purchase. A link will be listed below so that you can head over and check out any of the items that they have. I currently have the xTOOL M1, and as you all saw, the D1 with both of the lasers, and I am pretty pleased with xTOOL's product. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button listed below. In addition, head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join Craftable Things there as well. But that's it for today, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time.